Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Apex Investor. Gotta have fun with it. What can I say? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our daily update, Apex Investor. We're looking at GameStop, AMC, and Reddit. Gamestonk. No, that's not it. It's called Superstonk. That's right. So we're going to look at value picks today. There's a stock I've been meaning to look at in more detail. It's called, might have heard of it, SOS Limited, which is a tech company based in China. They provide marketing data technology solutions for emergency rescue services. They operate cloud emergency rescue service software, such as medical rescue, car rescue, financial rescue. I don't know what that means, but let me see. What's the heart of their business? Information cloud products, e-commerce, healthcare providers. Man, they do a lot. My impression was they dealt with crypto. It says here they announced their aspiring crypto mining strategy. So they do crypto mining. They could do whatever, they could have their own Avengers team for all I care. They could have their own mecha technology, like Robotech and Gundam. But in my opinion, their strongest asset, their strongest business venture is crypto. It's Bitcoin. So SOS, they've proven time and time again, they're for real. They're going to be a triple digit company. I've been saying this for at least a few weeks now, maybe at least a month. But SOS and Canon, CAN, stock ticker, are both very good stocks, but I would pick them up at a low price. What is that low price? Well, let's look at their fundamentals first of all. Their market cap is just under $1 billion. It's going to surpass $1 billion pretty soon. I'd say within the next year, if not the end of this year. Looking at their institutional ownership, very little. So that's not very good, but that's not the point. Again, their focus is crypto. It's Bitcoin. Look at all these comments just coming in like no tomorrow. I don't usually see that with other stocks. We can see the 52-week range, about $1 to $15.88. So this is $16 is a really good price for the stock even, but I wouldn't buy this at that price. I'm just saying that long-term, big picture, this stock is going up. It's going to triple digits. The RSI, you can see that it's right in the middle. So not a good time to buy this at the moment. Volume was 351 million today. That's massive. That's more than 5 times the average. We can see their performance year to date up 445%. Looking at the quarter, up 300%. The last month, up 5%. And the last week, 15%. It was up today, 28%. Just today. It closed previously at 450. It closed at 578 today. So normally, I don't cover value picks, but I wanted to take a closer look at SOS Limited. Again, crypto mining, specifically Bitcoin, is what they do. That's the name of their game. And this stock, if this is true, was actually around 60. I don't know if that's true, but okay, it's showing 60. There's a lot of potential upswing for this company, but we'll see. I don't know if we can rely on this data. So let's look at the weekly instead. And we can see this company has been in trading since before 2018. So they're not a pump and dump. They're not just going to vanish into thin air unless Bitcoin does. But again, that hasn't. It's been with us for quite a while. We can see, again, they're looking at the last 3 years since 2019. Let's look at the low end here. I'd say a really good price for this is really, I'd say $2 to $3. Anything under $4 is a really good buy for this stock. And you can count on it getting back to double digits pretty easily. I mean, you could swing trade this at $10, $9, $10. and even if you buy it now, you'll still make quite a decent amount of profit. So this is a really strong buy at $4 and under. If you can get it at, let's say the stock market crashes tomorrow and you can get this for $1 to $2, this is a huge steal. Again, you buy this at $1 to $2, this goes up to triple digits. You're going to make a killing. One of the few companies from this country that I really am bullish on. The only other one being Canon, CAN. In terms of their EV companies, we're not going to talk about that, but I'm just going to just say that I'm not very bullish on their EV companies. I'm more bullish on American EV companies. So I'm going to just take a look at one of the news here. It says aspiring crypto mining strategy. This was from January 13 this year. They announced their crypto mining plan. They plan to invest heavily in the crypto mining business. This might tie in with Canaan, possibly. I'm not sure if they're using their machines or what. Maybe they have the funding to buy the Canaan machines. I don't know. That would be interesting to see if there is a link between these two companies. That would be very promising. So you can see the Chinese are very bullish on crypto, on Bitcoin, and rightly so. Those are two areas where one needs to be very forward thinking and preparing for a crypto explosion, specifically Bitcoin going to $1 million per Bitcoin. Okay, going to move on to the meme stonks. Before I get to the meme stonks, I'm going to just say that regarding Bitcoin, Bitcoin is it's probably bigger than the stock market when you think about it. It's massive, the Bitcoin. What I wanted to say about Bitcoin is, well, not only is it going to $1 million, and that's pretty much a guarantee. And speaking of which, I'm not a financial advisor or expert, so I can't guarantee what I tell you is going to be true or not. So whatever you decide, you're liable for that. And these are simply my opinions. I have great instincts, but what you do is up to you. So I'm not legally liable for whatever you do. You do what you do. You make $1 million. I'm not liable for that. That's your own doing. You lose $1 million. That's your doing too. So yeah, what I wanted to say about Bitcoin, kind of lost my train of thought, but basically, you have a stock coming out this year. I believe it's called Coinbase. They're trading privately around $300, $400 per share. And I think it's a bunch of bollocks. I think they should have just released that to the public a lot earlier because they're just stunting its growth and they're just rich people are getting rich right now, basically on Coinbase. So, in terms of Bitcoin related stocks, the two that come to mind again, SOS and CAN, SOS and Canaan, they are the two most promising stocks in my mind when it comes to Bitcoin. Everything else, we're going to be late to the party, or I just don't see potential unless you know stocks that are very good with Bitcoin. Please comment and let me know what you think those are. So without further ado, we're going to talk about AMC and GameStop. Not much to say, really. Man, what can I say about these two? AMC was trading between 985 to 1018. Like, really? Is that, can, can you say that 30 cents is really trading? This is so manipulated. It's crazy. It's become such a farce. After hours, we can see it really, like, come on. Is this even, I don't even see a point in reporting it unless it squeezes. But I'm going to continue reporting on it because it only takes a second, really. The volume was minuscule. Like, what is that? 30 divided by, that's like 1/6, maybe. So that's just a joke. This is the calm before the storm, people. Buckle up. We're going to have a short squeeze coming soon. Before July, I'm telling you, before July, we'll have at least a gamma squeeze, if not the short squeeze. There's going to be a lot of movement. They may prevent it from being squoze, but we're going to see a rise out of the stock. And once we do, that will be the time to sell part of it. I won't say sell all, but if you're going to have a long-term, short-term strategy, you're going to want to sell something at some point and then buy the dip with the your profits that you made. Looking at GameStop, same story here. Like really 176 to 184. What is that? That's literally $8. That's not a range. It's a joke. It's ladder trading or short laddering, whatever they call it. The volume was 11%, like 1/11th. Like this is I don't even see the point. After hours, like come on. I don't even oh, whatever. Okay, let's move on to Reddit. It's such a farce. It's good and it's bad. Again, it's good because the volatility isn't really, it's proving to be stable. That's the good thing, but the bad thing is it's just being manipulated like crazy, and these short sellers, these bastards, are getting away with it. Oh, these bastards. Okay, let's look at Reddit. Okay, this in from AMC stock says here, the math proves that we're 42.64% shorted. Okay, moving on. All right, we have big news from AMC stock. Rule 801 is confirmed and active. So it says here, conclusion, it is therefore noticed, pursuant to Section 806 of the Clearing Supervision Act, that the Commission does not object to advance notice and that OCC is authorized to implement the proposed change as of the date of this notice or the date of an order by the Commission approving proposed rule change, whichever is later by the Commission. So it turns out there's two 801 rules. This is the one that ensures that we get paid and states other group members would have to pay up. Now let's watch them turn on each other. That is really, really interesting. Time will tell if this comes to pass. I'm kind of skeptical. I'm hopeful it'll happen, but I'm cautious. Hopeful caution or cautiously hopeful. AMC tweet for the Gorilla Gang. Clarification: 801 passed and is awaiting 003 to take effect. Latest would be the end of May, likely even sooner. 801 essentially means we get paid, even if hedge funds cannot afford to do it themselves. 801 is the big boy margin call. So all the more reason to just hold. I haven't sold not even one share, not even one share. So basically it's primed and the hedge funds continue to do their foolery. They're just taking down the ship with them. Okay, next post. So this tweet is basically saying what I did a while back, maybe a week ago, a week or two ago. I said that we're going through a period of lull, the same lull or stability we had post gamma squeeze, where we were between $3 to $5 for AMC and for GameStop around, I think it was 35 to 60 for a month, for a good at least 20 days. We're seeing the exact same thing, except for that one anomaly where the price went down to 120 and AMC went down to, I think it was $7, $8, something like that. Or might even be six. I can't remember right now. But anyway, that's the point. And this guy's saying the same thing. We have been through this before. They held us down at $5 in February for about a month. 100% gain later. They're trying to do the same with the $10 range. We need to stick together. We need to motivate each other. When there's a chance to make 10,000% of gains, patience is important. They're completely right. We can remain apes and retarded longer than they can remain solvent. They want to pay the interest, that's up to them. I mean, I don't care if it's 0 point whatever percent. They don't like paying it, period. They don't like to pay it. Okay. So let's look at GME. I'm just going to look at how many people are there. This guy made a tweeter. He made a fake Twitter account called Cocaine Kramer, and he said, "I love GameStop," and GameStop replied. I don't know if they actually did, but if they did, that's a big joke. It's kind of funny. That's all I'm going to read from here. 243,000 members, and we have 9.1 online currently. In Superstonk, we've got uh, pretty much 3 times as much online, and in terms of membership, there's over half of what they have on GameStop. So I'm gonna look at these posts, and if there's anything worth reading, I'll let you know. So this in from Superstonk, the Motley Fool is saying, "Forget GameStop, please. We are begging you." I mean, that's essentially what they're saying in all their hit pieces. So basically, they're saying, "Okay, buy more. Okay, we'll buy more. That's what we'll do because we're gonna do the opposite of what you say." They're not advisors. I mean, as much as I say I'm not a financial advisor or expert, they are the exact opposite. Whatever they say to do, don't do. Whatever they say don't do, you do, and you'll make millions. Okay, let's see the first post. This in from Superstonk, a really good meme. Not sure which will happen first. Quit my job once after the squeeze, or get fired for not doing any work. So could be both at the same time. Another meme, and I totally relate. I have no money left. All I'm doing is holding. Uh, so that's about it. Let me just see the next post. Next post. Next post. You know what? Superstock just keeps coming out with the bombs. Here we go. Next post says the longer GameStop trades sideways, the more the investing world is conditioned to view GME as a $180 plus stock. That's very true. Good point. Okay, next post. My response to this post regarding being bombarded with fear messages nonstop: don't pay attention to the mainstream media. Just stop watching it. You won't get brainwashed. Not only will you not get brainwashed, you will have your mind clean. Your mind will be cleansed of all the poison, all the toxicity that they feed us. You will be immune to it because you won't pay attention to it. You just ignore it. Just like uh, you don't go into a factory breathing in its fumes. No, you move far away where there's fresh air. That's what you have to do. You need some fresh air. That's why we go to places like Superstock. Okay, imagine if during a boxing match, the commentator only mentioned when fighter A landed a punch and ignored when fighter B did. The audience, not paying attention, imagines fighter A winning and then is shocked when it is ruled for fighter B. They are adamant and they know fighter A won. Well, that's what's going on with GameStop and AMC, isn't it? Amazing. Who else can, who else can't wait? Okay, so I think that's all. We're gonna look at these 5 posts and see which ones are worthy of being read on my channel. This is a preparation guide for the MOAS. Can I say that? Whatever, MOAS or the MOS. The exit strategy is probably one of the most important parts of this. The exit strategy is how much you sell. Okay, so you sell on the way down from the peak. That's not easy to pinpoint. Don't sell everything at once. That's a great point. And scale out slowly. I'm gonna add a point, and that's don't trade during trading hours because the emotion of it all will probably result in you selling a lot lower than you initially planned. And just set your limit order. Uh, let's just say $1,000. Okay, you set it to 1,000. Don't budge. Don't even bring it down 999. Just keep it high, and just sit and wait. Put your alert on, and then when it notifies you, that's how you know it was sold. Okay, that's the best strategy. This guide is saying to protect or hedge against hyperinflation. There are many fares. Sorry, I can't speak. Actually, I'm speaking properly, just not in my normal accent. I'm speaking an Irish accent. I don't know why, but whatever. It's probably because of YouTube and all the Irish people on YouTube. So basically, what this person is saying is that to protect yourself from hyperinflation, he's suggesting to invest in precious metals like physical gold and silver, treasury inflation protected securities. I don't know what that is. Real estate, that's pretty straightforward, and crypto coins such as Bitcoin. No one knows exactly how crypto would react against inflation. Yeah, I do. It's going to go this way. That's all you have to know. the reason why is so obvious. You can print trillions and trillions of dollars, whatever currency. There will only be X amount of Bitcoin. I think it's 47 million or 70 something million. It won't grow, it won't shrink. It's going to stay that same number until the end of time, until Bitcoin vanishes. So that's it. This is an important post, but those are my main takeaways from this the guide to the MOS. So the whole squeeze will last days. For the first time ever, I managed to buy the lowest point today. I normally buy the peak. Uh, these comments. Okay, we have a few more posts to read, so let's go through them. So today we hit a new record. GME had the lowest volume ever for this year to date. The volume for previous years when GameStop was $2 to $4 doesn't really matter. The previous record was 4.9 million on January 5th. 6 days later, a huge spike in volume. The price spiked shortly after that. So this is basically like winding the spring for a Jack in the Box. When the spring is winding, not much is happening. It's kind of boring, but once that spring is fully wound, bam, tendies come flying out of the box and all over you. I'm not saying the past will repeat itself, but this is what happens historically with stocks, especially when the volume is super super low and when you have super super high interest in the stock. People are stoked. I'm very stoked when I just think about that. Okay, a stock like Tesla, let's just pretend now. Tesla is a very highly favored stock. People love that company. And let's just say Tesla has a volume of, I don't know, normally it has a volume of, let's say 10 million a day. I don't know. Let me just take a quick look. Tesla and Yahoo Finance. Let me just take a quick look. If Tesla is trading 100 million per day, and let's just say in a certain day it hits 100K, you're going, why is that happening? Everyone loves the stock, and that didn't change. So what is happening is it's being short laddered, it's being manipulated. You can expect said stock to explode like big time. So let's look at their average volume, 35 million. If Tesla gets 3 million volume in one day, what do you think will happen the next day or the next week? Probably will double. It's going to go crazy. You just have a little volume there. That's all it's going to take. And GameStop, AMC, Mama Mia, they're going to the moon. Like you never believed. Here we go. Next post. So this post is saying the exact same thing, just in different words. Why low volume sideways trading is great. The low volume and sideways trading is lining the stars for a gamma boost into the short squeeze launch from a $1,000 platform. Enjoy this beautiful calm before ignition, sleeping soundly tonight knowing that this guy isn't. So, I mean, that's basically what he's saying. I'm not going to get into the why, just getting into the how and why it's happening, not into all the nitty gritty. But basically, yeah, he's just saying that if there is a gamma, that is when we see the mother of all short attacks. Oh, that's also interesting. Shares are constantly being borrowed and created daily, but the price isn't really moving. It's possible they're saving most of their remaining armor or ammo for D-Day. Their game plan is probably something like this. They see the inevitable coming. They pay off media, the mainstream media, to create FUD articles saying it's over. Oh, we're crashing. GameStop is crashing. Way before anything happens, they're going to publish it and say, "Oh, GameStop was halted." And, well, it isn't. 20 minutes later, Robinhood halts trading. They banned GameStop and AMC. How did they know? Because they're in their pocket. See the huge calls rolling in to start the gamma ramp. When it hits, a $350 danger zone, or a zone that's high enough to convince passerbys that this was the squeeze. Think again, $500 in January. Unleash everything they have left, likely their final short short attack. They try and drop the price by at least 50% quickly before the SSR can trigger for the day. It takes about 15 minutes for it to go into effect, and they hope enough retail paper hand to scoop up at least some shares in return. They cry as apes see right through this, and we buy the dip. They cry more as BlackRock and other longs decide this is enough, and they go nuclear, buying up everything that was just shorted, um, igniting the rocket, and they get margin called. And those are very realistic scenarios. Okay, I've got a new, not banner. We've got a banner. This might be approved just for, poop and giggles. This will be my uh, video thumbnail. I'm going to make it my video thumbnail. Superstonk. And it's a guy that basically, I think he did it on Microsoft Paint, or he did it with crayons and then he scanned it. I don't know if he has that tech, but yeah, this will be my video image here. It's got 26,000 upvotes. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to make a separate video for this post called The Everything Short. So I'm going to take a quick look at this little post and see if it's worth reading. I don't know who Atobit is. I think he's the guy, the author of The Everything Short. You're not inciting panic if you're the first one through the door. There are 3 ways to make a living in this business. Be smarter, be first, be smarter, or cheat. Oh, man. Okay. So, okay. Well, that's all for today. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for all your support. If you haven't already, please give this video a like, a thumbs up, so that YouTube will promote this video. It'll show up in people's recommended videos in terms of when they're searching up GameStop and AMC and Superstonk, and they're wanting to get the useful information from the people. Actually, you know what? I don't think they care if it's from the people. They just want real information. They want the truth. And that's what I'm trying to do here, is to report what's actually going on in terms of GameStop, AMC, and the stock market in general. What are the safest plays for your money? And so giving this video a like, smashing the subscribe button, and also hitting the notification bell are ways that you can support GameStop and AMC without actually buying the stock, besides buying the stock. Again, this channel and the videos in which I've pretty much created a digital archive in video form of most of the DD, if not 99% of the most useful DD and research and data, and pretty much I've compiled all of this over the last, I think, 2 months now. So I'm going to do a separate video for this post called The Everything Short. I think it's worth a separate video just on its own. Thank you again for your support. May God bless you and your investments. Until tomorrow, we'll do our update. And thanks again for tuning in to Apex Investor. We'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night. Apex Investor signing out.